opener, Sean Masood himself opener, and Tim Seifert. So they're pretty sorted there.
And also that man at the top of his supplementary there, Kane Williamson, and also what he brings to a franchise. So if you look at that, Milne, Afridi, Warner, three class players there. The diamond with Hassan Ali, we've heard from him. James Vince, who I know really well, having played a lot with James Vince in England at Hampshire. Sean Masood, who will obviously maybe take over as captain as well. He'll be there. Seifert. It has been, I think, a good draft for the Karachi Kings. Kushdil Shah as well. I think they've tried to fill in gaps that they probably had missing. Litton Das is another one. If you watch the Bangladesh Premier League yesterday, he scored 100 in that yesterday. So I think when you look at that side as a former player and a coach, I look at that and think, we get off to a good start here. We could upset a lot of people and get towards the end and maybe even reach the final as well, because that's their aim.
Yeah, you got two keepers in them, Tim Seifert and Litton Das, so probably both of them can play and one can only keep. Let's have another team. Karachi Kings is done. Islamabad United is done. We've got 4 more franchises, and we'll share how they look. Lahore Qalandars, 2-time winners. Didn't have a very good season last time, but Sana, they've got the same core. They very bowler land. Haris Rauf, Shaheen Shah Afridi, Zaman Khan. They've got Sikandar Raza. They miss out on Rashid Khan, but they look okay in that. What about their batting?
The biggest surprise for me was they had the first pick and they didn't pick David Warner. They picked Daryl Mitchell, and that would be a big decision at the middle or the end of the PSL. That would be very crucial for them. Daryl Mitchell with the bat. There's Haris Rauf. Kusel Pereira, he has been in brilliant form. That's a really good pick for them. As I talk about Sikandar Raza, he needs to be utilized a bit more this time. Then Salman Ali Mirza, Tom Curran in the supplementary, Mohammad Naeem in the supplementary. And the goal, Abdullah Shafiq retains his place, Jahan Dad and Zaman, they were all already there with David Visa. Asif Afridi, I think, was an important pick for them because he adds a lot of balance to their squad. And Mohammad Ikhlaq as the second wicket keeper as well.
All right, up onto the next team in the HBL PSL player draft for 2025, Multan Sultans. And Dominic, they have probably played the maximum number of finals in the HBL PSL.
Yeah, and they've got a formula, haven't they? I think their formula is to, even whoever the coach is, and they've had a few coaches over the recent years. Andy Flower obviously was successful for the Multan Sultans, and they've brought in different coaches. I just like their balance. Their balance looks good to me. They've gone with Michael Bracewell as their platinum pick. David Willey is obviously retained and what he can bring. Iftikhar Ahmed with his ability in that middle order. Chris Jordan, who plays a lot of franchise cricket around the world. Mohamed Hasnain with his pace. To me, when you look at them, they look a very, very good side. Joshua Little was not a surprise, but with his pace as the Irishman, the left armour, they have really done well in this draft.
Let's have a look at Peshawar Zalmi now for the season 2025, being led by Babar Azam. Sana?
Peshawar Zalmi, Tom Collow Cadmore was a very important pick for them. Babar and Saim Ayub at the top. Muhammad Haris, again, he is in great form. Corbin Bosch, a big pick. I think he has been in brilliant form. Muhammad Ali, once again, Multan never wanted to lose that, but Muhammad Ali is an important pick as well. Hussain Talat makes his way. Abdul Samad, I think he would be a very important member in the Peshawar Zalmi in this season. Mehran Mumtaz, Sufyan Muqeem, both spinners. And then Najibullah Zadran, if Saim Ayub is not fully fit, he can come into bat. And Mas Sadakat, I think that's a player to watch. Definitely. Ali Raza is definitely there, the fast bowler, but Mas Sadakat has been really batting really well in the domestic tournament.
Well, speaking to Mohamed Akram, and he talked about the pace, and you look about that, he's set up with a lot of pace. You've got the talent, of course, with the batting, and those three in the platinum there can win you games single-handedly, but you need to also have the bowlers, and the right bowlers, and hence why they've gone for a Corbin Bosch, because he has the pace. Alzari Joseph as well, Hussain Talat, who can bowl well in that middle period. So that once again, they're set up with pace, and it'll be down to those top two, I think. If the Zalmi are going to do well, they'll rely on Babar Azam and Saim Ayub.
Last but not the least, Quetta Gladiators, and this is how they look. They've always been good. On paper, very strong. They need to replicate that in the field.
Well, look at the diamond, and that's what I look at. Look at those three in the diamond with Abrar Ahmed, Mohamed Amir with all his experience, Riley Russo as well. That is an important part which makes up the Gladiators. Finn Allen and
You've got the best deals on delicious food. Order now.
Food Panda?
Ultimately, I think they've all set up their squads with strength in depth and ability to win games. So I look forward to this year's HBL PSL, which is starting in April.
Okay, so all 6 teams shared with you. This is how they look. They've done pretty well. Now time for us to actually wrap this up. We started off somewhere around 12:30, 1 o'clock in the we are going to look at, and we know how they play. Sana, you get out there, you hit as much as you can, and you hit till the 20th over.
Absolutely. They had one pick in the platinum that they had to pick in the draft. That was Matthew Short. Naseem Shah and Shadab obviously were retained before. Azam Khan was retained before. Imad Wasim was retained. Jason Holder gets into the team in the diamond category. In supplementary, Rasav and Reducen, I think that's a big pick. And then Sam Billings, a great pick in the supplementary category. Heather, Salman Ali Agha, they were the finishers for them in the middle order as well. So overall, a very good balanced side. They've got all the bases covered, and some really good emerging player. Hunain Shah, I think, would be playing almost most of the games. He has been pretty good as well.
Yeah, Dominic asked me while we were on the break who's missed out. Alex Hales missed out. Colin Ingram is missed out. They were part of them.
Jason Roy as well. You think about some big names who have missed out. And look, there's still time for them to make a PSL 10th edition.